It is important to keep baby snails warm at all times.
My mouth is warm.
Salut à tous, it's Marie from justfrenchit.com. Today together we are going to talk about French eating habits, because I received a lot of questions over the years. So, do French people really eat snails? French cuisine is quite famous to be refined and all, fine dining. But sometimes it's funny to see how people actually think French people eat. It's not always a matter of fine dining experience in France, although it can be too. So what do French people really eat beyond the cliché? What are the French eating habits? Do French people really eat the weird stuff? Yeah, we're guilty. We do eat snails, beef tongue, foie gras, frog legs, steak tartare, andouillettes, tripe, rabbit meat, etc. But it's not like we eat that stuff for breakfast either. Those are delicacies, it's not something we enjoy every day. Snails, for example, are for me a once-a-year kind of food. I eat them at Christmas. And before you turn your nose up, listen to me. Snails are prepared with tons of butter, garlic and parsley. So, in fact, it tastes pretty much like garlic bread, except for the texture, which I'll admit is a bit chewy. Also, I've never tried frog legs. I've dissected some in science classes, but I've never tasted them. So I'm pretty sure you could find French people who have never tasted raw beef or andouillette or snails. In reality, we eat a bit of everything. A typical French person's diet looks something like that. For breakfast, a bowl of coffee or tea with bread, butter and jam. For lunch, a starter of fresh tomato salad, something like ratatouille, chicken and potatoes for main, optional cheese on the side or yogurt, and a fruit as a dessert. For snack, we would have a cup of tea or fruit juice with a cookie. And dinner could be anything, for example a soup with a piece of quiche Lorraine or a slice of pizza with salad. Cheese again if wanted, and a dessert, something like a small pudding, a yogurt or fruit again. See, it's probably very similar in terms of ingredients to what you actually eat as well. Of course, every day varies and we also eat junk food from time to time. What does French junk food look like then? Well, we have McDonald's and over Domino's pizzas as everyone, but there's also a Frenchier kind of junk food. And I'm putting junk into brackets because in the context of things, it's not that bad. Things like un croque-monsieur, which is the French equivalent of a grilled cheese, except we put ham in it as well. It's very good and it's usually served with salad and it makes for a light, easy kind of meal. In this list I've put Nutella, which is huge in France. This is a scene of French people buying Nutella on discount. That's how big it is. And then you have things like raclette and tartiflette, which are not really junk food, but they're full of cheese and it's not something we eat every day. If you don't know what raclette is, it is a wonderful meal during which you have the right to pour as much cheese as you want on your plate above your potatoes and cured meat. So on this list, apart from Nutella, which I'm sure a good percentage of my generation eats on a daily basis, these foods are party or special kind of event. Une raclette, for example, is what you could serve to your guests. Also, what French people eat on a daily basis depends on regions. France is not a huge country, but it's a country that is embedded between several others. Think about it. France is sort of Germanic in the north, Gaelic in the west, and Mediterranean in the south. And that gives us plenty of different identities. Also, plenty of different weathers. In the north, farms are cultivating barley, wheat, beets, potatoes, when in the south it's more a question of olive oil, grape, tomatoes, lavender. So obviously, because the local ingredients are different, the local food is also different. Loads of tomato and dry herbs in the south with wines and lemon flavored things, when the north has more of a potato-based cuisine with lots of earthy vegetables and plenty of beer. French cuisine kind of ranges from an Italian cuisine to a British cuisine, even though we'll never admit that. And you know, I'm not even talking about food that you can find on the coast rather than food you can find in Alsace, which is way more continental. Bref, French food is very varied. And if you travel to France, you will get to taste all of that if you travel around. By the way, if you want to travel to France, I've just released a course, French for Travelers. It's perfect for whoever wants to travel to France and get an authentic experience over there. That's it for today. I hope you have a better understanding of what French food is like and what French people are actually eating on a daily basis. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you Wednesday on Just French It. À la prochaine!